The following live stream was streamed to Twitch by one of the biggest streamers on the platform, Kai Cenat. Over a period of about 2 weeks, he had been teasing a collab live stream with the famous rapper NLE Chopper, and when it went live, hundreds upon thousands of people joined. For the majority of the stream, both celebrities were keeping a chill and relaxed vibe, with most of the chat enjoying it. But roughly 20 minutes into the NLE Chopper featured segment, this happened.
Wait. I got a surprise for you, bro. I knew you was coming, gang.
Oh, God. You got a surprise for me?
I got a surprise for you, bro.
Damn, that's how you know we in sync, cuz. We in sync. We know what's up, bro.
All right. Bring the baddies down. Bring the baddies down!
Ramadan dishes in.
I'm joking, bro. I got no baddies.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
I got no baddies, bro. I got no baddies, chat. Wait, they said there's a clip here that we have to watch. Closet door opened by itself. No, it did not, bro. Stop lying, dude.
You got ghosts?
No, I don't got no ghosts, bro.
Yes, you could.
Closet door is right there. I got a surprise for you, bro.
Damn, that's how you know we in sync, cuz. We in sync. We know what's up, bro.
Alright.
No. God, what the fuck?
Bro. Alright. Bring the baddies down. Yo. No.
What type of shit you got going on? I hope the hell can take a bullet on my ammo and get no fine in there. I ain't gonna like it.
What the
That hoe gonna happen.
Somehow the closet door moved on its own accord, and whilst trying to stay composed for the audience, it was evident that both NLE and Kai became more nervous. At first they didn't notice it happened, but fortunately the viewers were quick to alert them in chat, and they watched it back a couple of times, not being able to find a logical solution as to why this happened. Now there were quite a few theories that came from this incident, with one of them being that NLE Chopper used to be gang affiliated, so must have bodies, hence the haunting. However, some viewers were not as believing. They accused Kai Cenat of faking the incident to encourage a surge in the chat, but they just looked too unsettled for this to be the case. Let me know what you think in the comments. Now moving on from one of the biggest streamers in history, Kai Cenat, it's time to step down in fame and take a look at a paranormal encounter on a smaller stream. Sir Gary is a low-category streamer who plays games on live as a hobby rather than a job, although he does make a bit of pocket change from it. On one stream, he decided that he was going to play some Pokemon because he had not played it in a long period of time, but the stream was strangely interrupted. This interruption was very disturbing for Gary, who had no idea how to react to the situation, so take a look.
Oh shit, see? Yep, you've been nose passed. You've been nosed. Dude, my foot is... It's always something with me. My foot is killing me right now. Granted, I did drop my phone on it, and my phone... Dude, my foot is... It's always something with me. My foot is killing me right now. Granted, I did drop my phone on it, and my phone... Did anybody else fucking see that? Dude, did anybody else see that? What the fuck was that?
Behind Gary, the door slowly closed, and when he looked at the dash cam for a checkup, he noticed. For some odd reason, nobody in the chat noticed this happen, so he went on to assume he was imagining things. But after watching the footage, it is pretty clear that he was not. Gary was extremely lucky to have caught this incident on camera, because I highly doubt that anyone would have believed his tale otherwise. On May the 22nd of 2016, a stream VOD would be uploaded to YouTube that would go viral and cause all sorts of speculation. The streamer that this VOD belonged to was called Robbie, and he currently sits at just over 1 million YouTube subscribers. Back then, he was still just as large and made high-quality streams for the time on his Xbox 360. One stream, however, took the spotlight, and of course, it was one that involved him being haunted.
You guys let me know.
There's like a mix of hatred, like pure hatred against me, that there's love, and then there's just the weird ass comments telling me to fuck.
Yeah, I swear to God, my house is haunted. You guys had to have heard that on stream.
Look at Max Steele's comment.
Hold on, dude. I just heard like knocking, and I'm the only one here, and it wasn't on my door. That shit sounded like it was in the closet behind me. What if that closet
Stop being a. You're not Face Carl. Your house is not haunted.
Dude, what if that closet behind me just started opening or some shit? No, I swear to God, and I'm like, no joke, like I really did just hear something behind me.
But yeah,
I heard knock. See, Games Pro, he heard that shit, dude.
So go check your closet. Dude, if you like got on stream, that'll be awesome.
No, off.
I mean, that'll be. I mean, like, at least you'll have it on camera, right?
But it wasn't like a knock, it was more of like a creaking, but it was a loud creak. Like it was like someone
Out of the blue, Roddy heard knocking from his closet, and a cold feeling swarmed his body. He was fully aware that something was in the room with him, but due to peer pressure from his friend on party chat, he decided to play it off and act brave. He noted that he was the only person in the house, so this could not have been a person messing around with him, at least not a family member. After making the decision to ignore whatever caused these knocking sounds, Robbie went back to the Xbox home screen and kept talking to his friend because it made him feel more comfortable. Little did he know that this was only the beginning though, and just moments later, the upcoming clip occurred.
Oh no, real shit. Real shit. I was in here recording and that YouTube plaque fell randomly, dude. Like and that thing's on there pretty good. And then my mirror in my bathroom fell. Like a bunch of shit is just randomly just falling over. My camera stand, 3 legs like this, and my camera stand falls. Out of here.
So you're the reason why people pick on me so much, dude.
I guess, yeah. Dude, stop. Did you hear that, Anon?
Yeah, it was like a thump, right?
Bruh.
I thought that was you.
I got goosebumps.
Dude, I heard that thump.
Bruh.
Dude, I'm gonna get off the Skype call, I'm sorry.
No, bro, stop.
Dude, I can't. This shit is freaking me out. Okay, maybe it's nothing. Maybe we're just thinking about it way too much. Like,
Maybe,
and we're just
maybe I'm just...
We're just focusing on all the little things that we usually don't.
That was loud. That was loud.
Maybe.
Bro,
maybe it's your microwave.
My room, like I'm just. I wish someone was here, dude. That's weird, dude. All right, I think I'm gonna go check on my dog though. Oh shit! No. Why is the Skype call messing up?
Robbie,
Why
are you
is
there?
the Skype call messing up?
Robbie, oh my god.
Bro, right when I said I'm gonna go out there and check on my dog, right when I said that, my Skype call was like. Stop giving me goosebumps.
Robbie, let your dog die. Just stay with me, okay?
Oh no! Why isn't my Xbox turning on now, dude? This shit's f***ing weird. Bro, I swear to God, if I hear one more freaky ass. Bro, stop!
Hello?
Stop!
Dude, what the f is happening?
I said, I swear to God, if one more creepy thing happened, I was about to say I was gonna leave the house.
Dude. All my f***ing lights went out.
Alright, I gotta give an introduction to the film just because I have to upload this, so. Alright, guys. Oh my God!
What?
I literally just started filming. Did you hear that?
Dude, what the fuck is happening?
Did you just hear that? Fuck my dog, he's in my room. Alright. I go out there, and I hear something by the washing machine, and I think it's just you there, Anon? Bro, stop, because I just came in here because I heard a f***ing bang on the wall. Someone said it's the Babadook. Have you ever watched that movie, Anon?
This time around, a thump could be heard, but this was not the only thing that added to Robbie and his pals' discomfort levels. Coincidentally, at the same time, the Xbox started being buggy, and furthermore, when Robbie suggested leaving the room, the Skype call disconnected for a split second. All of these things added together made for a spooky haunting, and even Robbie's friend was starting to become convinced this was not a safe situation. Knowing that he needed to keep the stream running to earn a good amount of money, Robbie continuously tried to restart his Xbox and hoped that it was just an electrical issue, but it was proved to be far from that. You see, in the other few clips of this situation, things could very easily be dismissed for a natural cause, but what you are about to see cannot.
Tonight is not my f***ing night. Babadook, stop, dude. I hate the Babadook, man. That f***ing creepy ass movie, bro. Oh my god! Bruh. Everything just f***ing fell. My camera stand, my f***ing mic. What the... Hold on, guys, hold on. I don't even know how to fucking... Hold on. What the f... My fucking stand, dude. My fucking camera stand. Again. Bro, I'm putting this on the floor. I'm putting this shit on the floor.
Robbie's entire setup collapsed, and he was in clear sight, so obviously didn't interfere. It acted as a horrible jump scare for both Robbie and his audience, who simply expected to watch a stream of a humorous man playing action-packed games. Whilst this WOD was terrifying for Robbie, he would have made a lot of money from it, so he can't be too angry at the spirit. Going back to a streamer that we have already discussed in this video, we have Kai Cenat, and he does not fail to gain entertaining clips. This one was also, of course, a paranormal surge, but in a different setting. Kai was streaming to roughly 100,000 people, and it was one of those chilled-out streams where he would just talk to chat and not do much else. Throughout the stream, he started to get more and more conscious that someone or something was in the house with him, and at one point it clearly decided to make its presence known.
No. Oh. Hey, if you kill me, 100,000 niggas watch it. Come out like dead ass. I got a big ass gun, bro. It's mad people watching, bro. Just come out, bro. Do something.
Kai clearly did not think that this was a spirit, as he used threats with his weapon, but after he went to loom around the door and saw nobody there, he had second thoughts. Furthermore, the fact that the cross fell made a lot of sense if there was an evil entity in the room, so it is safe to assume that there was. At this point, you would expect Kai Cenat to contact someone for advice on how to deal with being tormented by poltergeists, but he just doesn't seem to learn. That is right, I have another paranormal video of Kai lined up, but before I get into it, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss other haunter videos like this one. This stream was more of a regular stream, and he was seemingly building things with his guest. The guest was a child, so it made sense that they were doing something more on the fun side of things. Little did any of them know that things were going to spiral elsewhere, though. The doors literally opened themselves in front of both their eyes, and they had no idea how to react. It was obvious that no external force had acted upon the doors, making this scenario very freaky indeed. The following video is a snippet from one of the most haunting streams in history, and there is a very big reason as to why it gets this title. Most streams with ghostly appearances have one big event, and then the ghost disappears, never to be caught in the act again. This one, on the other hand, happened all stream. The streamer managed to obtain 5 minutes of pure paranormal footage, which is absurd, so enjoy this snippet.
Same.
Like how much?
It's not like we needed, guys. It's not like we needed any sleeping.
Yes.
What the heck?
Did you guys see that? I like how we're back to playing Skyrim. Like, alright.
I'm not gonna fucking.
It's like,
I'm fucking, you know. Just gonna focus on the raid, man. Do you feel
all my
cold?
viewers-
I'm shivering a lot. Does that count for anything?
fucking. I think we're all shivering a little bit.
We kind of are, yeah. No, God, not again.
Dishonored trailer. I don't give a shit about Dishonored 2 right now.
It just did it again.
There's Elvis running in the fucking corner again. Are you fucking done? Are you fucking done?
Is he punching the door?
I hope to God he is.
I think he
We're
just
about to
ticked
find out in a
off
few
him.
seconds.
No, okay.
What the I guess one last final look at the apartment. Like, hey, what's up? I just want to let everyone know that I'm alright, I guess. So, oh, cool. Alright. Oh. Yeah, fucking okay.
Out of nowhere, the box went from moving slowly and being barely noticeable to flying across the room. Furthermore, the door also closed and seemed to have a mind of its own. The streamer somehow ignored the situation and plowed through, but it is safe to say that this was not one of his best nights. These middle-aged men were all sitting around the table discussing their business matters when a huge shock made sure they left the table feeling that little bit more disturbed. The men decided to have their dinner together as a celebration for one of them reaching $3,000 a month on their first business, which they were all extremely proud of. When they were younger, they all wanted to run successful businesses, and none of them were on the wrong track. It was great to see. However, during this excellent dinner meetup, full of nothing but food and good vibes, one of the strangest events of these men's lives occurred. Take a look.
Did you hear it? What? I didn't. What? 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 I think I saw it. It's on camera. Have a look. What? 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 I'm so pissed. What? What was it then? Shit. What's going on? I've just got out of the room. What are you fucking screaming about and looking white in the face for and got a mouth open at Halloween? What? Saw it fall off the fucking shelf. What? I think that's just broken the floor. What was it? That one.
Somehow, a vase fell from the counter onto the floor and shattered to pieces. The man who screamed was actually the one who had reached the $3,000 per month, and it was quite upsetting for the men to see his day being tarnished by something so minuscule. They were all convinced that this was not a ghost and must have just fallen due to them moving too much, but he was not sure whatsoever. He was convinced it was a spirit and tells the story as if it was to this day. We have looked into several clips filmed by a man called Jake on this channel, and his story never seems to end. It all started a few weeks back when he captured a spirit on the CCTV cameras placed in his daughter's room, and ever since then, the paranormal activity in the property has flown through the roof. From unaccompanied footsteps to cupboards opening on their own accord, we have witnessed all sorts of paranormal events unfolding from the camera of Jake, and this is no different in the following video.
So I'm sitting here gaming, and that object up there swung and literally smacked the glass really hard. Damn reflection, but look, still moving. Let's get you before it stops. Look, still moving. Oh no, it moved. Look, it was sitting there, as you can see from the dust. Oh, so it moved. Alright. Can you make it swing again? Damn, I really need to wipe off in there. Look at all that shit. Can you make it swing again? Try to open that more. Hello? Can you make it move again? Oh, look. It made them all move now. Nice. Can you make it swing like you did before when it hit the glass? It's going out of focus. Alright, now I said swing it, not move it. Jeez Louise. Jeez Louise. And I opened that thing, so probably let the damn thing out. Yo, this thing keeps moving. I'm like nervous and shaking, and I'm lightheaded a little bit. Keeps going out of focus. Surprised them things ain't shaking more, how much it moved. I'm so nervous, man. So lightheaded. I don't regret this, but can you make it move again? Can you make it move again? So lightheaded. Can you slide it the other way? Keeps going out of focus. Yo! Was that a nickel, a dime, a penny? Look, there's my change. That thing went flying. How did it not hit the glass? See, that's some glitch in the matrix shit. Yo, I gotta rewatch that, cause how to get past that glass and fly behind this stuff. What the fuck is that? That's definitely not what flew out. I don't even know where that went. Or even, that looked like a quarter or a nickel or a dime, because it wasn't no penny. That shit was too shiny for that. I'm like freaking out. See, it keeps going out of focus, man. I think something's in there. I'm good. It can stay in there. Yeah, I'm gonna rewatch that again, because I'm a little stomped on how it didn't hit the glass.
This time around, Jake heard some tapping noises coming from the cupboard, and he had to go and investigate what was going on. It was here when he found out that an object inside of it was causing this, followed by other items moving around the place, finishing with a dime. I am certain that we will receive more clips showcasing Jake's troubles though, so subscribe. Throughout the next 4 videos, including this one, we will discuss a man called Roland, who has been experiencing paranormal activity for a long time now. He constantly captures clips regarding the paranormal and has featured on this channel several times, so it only makes sense to include a lot more of him. In order to keep up with his story though, make sure you subscribe so that you do not miss certain parts. Anyways, without further ado, in the video you're about to see, Roland was in his garage trying to find a toolbox when he captured something more than shocking.
Alright. What in the hell is that? There's something up there. I don't know what the hell's going on in here. I heard something over here and then over there. All right, I feel something in the air right here. My bike looks like it has been moved. It looks like something. What the hell is that? All right, something just fell over here. Is there a spirit in here that just made something fall? Was there a spirit that moved my bike? Something. It's outside. I'm gonna get hurt. It's outside, but I'm gonna try to get out there fast. Oh, shoot. Alright, I just heard something. It's like a whistle. It's like somebody was whistling out here. Legit, somebody just whistled. Where the hell?
Weirdly, there was a spirit in his garage messing around with his bike, and he was far from appreciative about this. Things only got worse for Roland from here though, so remember what I said previously. Turn on post notifications so you can keep up to date with the other clips that he entails. In the following video, American video creator Ancha Ninja Japan was conducting a tour of a house for his viewers when the unexpected happened. All he expected to come from this tour was some cash from the TikTok Creator Fund, but what he did end up getting was far from that, and not for the correct reasons either. The rent of the apartment was over $700 per month, which in case you don't know is actually a fairly cheap price. So the creator expected this house to gain a sale, and he would receive a commission too, but little did he know that posting this would do the opposite of attracting customers, because people do not tend to enjoy a haunted house.
Here's what $760 gets you in Fukuoka, Japan. Now today we have a classic Japanese home. starting with a very nice tatami room. This house will run you a monthly rent of Ju-ni-man-en. This 4-bedroom home is in a wonderful location. 3-minute walk away from a supermarket, electronics store, and convenience stores. And just a 5-minute bike ride, you are at the train station. So you're easily able to get to the center of the city. Lovely little kitchen area, and lots of kitchen storage with this built-in cabinet. Next we have this interesting little room here, which could easily be an office or gaming room. And it wouldn't be a Japanese home without very steep stairs. Also, don't forget to check out my apartment tour playlist. And upstairs we have one more tatami room. If you've never been around tatami mats, they put off a very nice smell. And here we have a room with a hardwood floor. There's not much of a view, but you do have wonderful natural lighting. I lived in Seattle for many years and I am traumatized and I need all the natural light I can get. Also, if you're someone with a car or planning to get a car, this house comes with a parking spot. Classic toilet. Also, mind you, the toilet has a sink on the back. I think many people don't realize that. And last, a classic Japanese bathroom. So what do you think of this house? Would you live here?
Now, it took me a few attempts to actually decipher what made this clip so weird when I received it through email, but after watching it back a few times, I noticed something severely unsettling around 5 seconds in. You could see a black figure on the other side of the wall, staring at the creator before disappearing on second sight. Very creepy indeed. Speaking to the paranormal is an ability that many people dream of obtaining, but if you are one of those people, you will take back your wishes after watching this next video. It took place in the room of Lucas, who had recently lost the love of his life to a car crash and had not yet recovered. He left all sorts of memorabilia of her lying around the house in order to help him cope and remind him of the memories, but the last thing he wanted to happen was about to happen. I guess when you understand what caused it, you could say he brought it upon himself.
So this app, We Contact, claims to use AI to connect to the spirit realm and let you talk to ghosts. I am obviously skeptical, but I'm curious. So I thought I'd use it, give it a shot, and record myself. So let's see how this works. Is there a spirit here with me?
Yes, there is a spirit here with you.
Okay. What's your name?
You know my name.
I know your name. Alright, have we met before?
Why are you acting like this? Are you feeling okay?
I'm feeling fine. Are you feeling okay?
I'm a little cold, and everything is dark in here. Why do you have the lights out?
It's actually daytime in my house.
I've been calling you all day, baby, and you've been ignoring me. If something's wrong, say so. Let's talk about this. It's making me very angry.
Lucas found one of those highly advertised apps which claimed to have the power to speak to the dead, and in desperation to speak to his significant other, he instantly started the download. It supposedly did not take long to load onto his phone, which was a surprise due to his low data, but after the call, he wished he had never started it. When she told him that she was angry, he was ready to call it rubbish and delete the app, but it was at this moment that her picture fell to the ground. This confirmed that this was real, albeit that was not a good thing. On November 30th of 2018, a middle-aged woman was trying to work out how to do something on her phone when she accidentally opened up the camera app. This was seemingly an event that would not cause any impact, as she usually made mistakes like this when using modern technology. But little did she know that this would cause her phone to become, well, strange to say the least. For the next few days, she continued as normal as if nothing happened, not telling anyone what had happened to hide herself from all of the embarrassment. What she had no idea about, though, was the fact that she had no need to hide because somehow she was already hiding. Confused as to what I mean? Watch the clip.
Y'all, I am in my yard. Watch my face. This is not an app doing this. This is my yard. The church is behind me. Watch my face. Church, you can see straight through me. I kid you not. Look at this. Whoa.
As weird as this may have been, the camera continued to make her invisible when she directed it towards the church, and she was adamant that this was not a filter. Regardless of whether she did accidentally apply one or not, I am not going to give my verdict and invite you to make that decision in the comments. In the last video, we stepped into the home of Raj and his roommate, who had been living a fairly regular life until their nightmare came to the front door. Raj was a huge fan of ancient objects and loved to order them to the house despite his roommate's dissatisfaction. Only time would tell that Raj should have listened. One day, he ordered a mummy, which the owner claimed to be a real practice replica from the ancient Egyptian era. Even though he received no evidence that this mummy was legitimate, Raj was too keen to take the offer, and ever since then, his home has been haunted. The upcoming clip took place 2 days after the mummy incident and was arguably just as terrifying.
You guys hear that? What the hell? Hello? What? Come on. It's not turning on. Oh, shit. What the hell, dude? I'm getting enough of this shit. Seriously. Hello?
This time around, some very similar things happened to last time, and the eerie corridor of rooms really lived up to its eerie status. From objects moving alone to a wave of chills, Raj definitely felt an awful presence, and I am sure this will not be the last clip we see that was taken by him on the channel. In the following video, Amy, a recent college graduate, was home all by herself when some strange stuff started to happen. It was roughly 2 in the afternoon, and her roommates both had to go and attend a university lecture, leaving her all alone. Amy decided to dedicate the time to catching up on her favorite TV series, but clearly there was an entity that did not want her to follow through with said plans.
It's f***ing happening again. I can record it this time. Come on. Look, can you see that? The fuck? That's... What the hell? They're all open. What the hell is that? Oh my god. Are you kidding me right now?
Strangely, all sorts of paranormal activity started occurring in the kitchen, and Amy was forced to investigate closer. She entered the room where she was in the thick of the horrors, and the spirit went as far as flinging a can onto the floor, which could not have happened without human contact, but it did. She never decided to inform her roommates on what happened that night, in fear that she would receive a negative response, but the event still sticks with her to date. On April 18th of 2010, a group of security officers heard some banging from the room above them, and in response decided to check the cameras. At first, they all believed that this would just be a regular employee making lots of noise, but then they remembered that there were only 8 other staff members on shift, and they were supposed to be in the other building. Due to this, they had their speculations that a burglar may have broken into the premises, but little did they know that things were much worse than that. Somehow, after checking the cameras, nothing was up there, and the officers started to question what was happening. As they came to the logical conclusion that a shelf must have fallen over though, the spirit acted in front of their very eyes. From tampering with the lockers to rolling the wheelchair, this spirit was clearly passionate about making its presence known. No one can explain this event with a logical answer, so the consensus is that this truly was a haunting. Any obligations to that statement can be put into the comment section. Now this next clip is one of, if not the shortest pieces of footage on this channel, but as many wise people know, quality comes far above quantity. It took place in the midst of the Christmas season on December 23rd of 2012. And highlighted a mother filming the gift that she purchased for her daughter. She wanted it on record because she was a big lover of photos and believed that they were the best way to capture memories, and in this instance, nightmares.
Bueno, aquí les presentamos a la muñeca de Vase que se la regalaron a sus 15 años. No manches, mira.
Whilst the mother was innocently showing off the doll, it turned its head towards her in such a quick motion that she did not realize. However, the person behind the camera noticed exactly what happened and was quick to let the mother know. The reaction was definitely called for. According to the person who filmed this fascinating piece of footage, 30 minutes after the event, they had police knocking on the door, who had apparently been summoned by neighbors. The mother's scream was so loud that the entire street heard it and were worried that there may have been some sort of domestic abuse going on. Would you have called the cops in that sort of situation? I'm keen to hear what you guys think, because I would certainly have checked for further information beforehand. Old videos are some of the most believable sightings of spirits because the technology back then was nowhere near good enough to properly stay things of such magnitudes. Nowadays, creators can open an editing software and make all sorts of spooky stuff happen, but back then, this was not the case, and that is why I believe that the upcoming clip was completely legitimate. It took place in the male locker room, and Michael and Lexus both witnessed a locker opening on its own accord. This obviously spooked them out more than most things, so they got their friend to use their brick phone to film what was happening, and this is what was caught.
Hi, I'm Michael and this is Lexus. Hi, we've been hearing weird stuff that's going on in this locker and a lot of weird stuff.
Yeah.
We got lockers opening, weird noises, stuff dropping.
Yeah.
All that crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Cold feeling in your legs.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's like feeling cold.
Yeah. Feels like you're in a freezer.
Yo, what the hell was that? Did that broom just... Did you guys knock that or it fell?
No way. No. That was an actual holster.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit.
It's getting scary now. Wait.
How did this thing come off?
Oh, hold on a second.
I don't know, but...
Something's not right. Hold on a sec, guys.
It's attached to this. I don't think that can come loose.
Oh. Yo, what was that? Wait, hold on, guys, be quiet. See which locker that's coming from. It's one of these lockers.
It's coming from this locker.
Hold on, get back.
Get back.
Oh, shit. Can you open that again? Oh, shit. Jeez.
Can you make any noises? You want me to see if I can...
I don't know, just stay away.
Okay, my guess this thing really wants to...
Alright, what else you have to say?
The locker continued to make noises, as well as opening and closing even after the camera was taken out, which went to show that this poltergeist was far from camera shy. The trio who were in the locker room were stumped to the maximum and had no idea how to react to this, but just in case they were deemed as fakers, they made sure to record their proof.
Fucking locker. Shiny ass bitch. Let's check it out.
Open it, see what's inside.
Oh shit, there's nothing in there.
Come on. Scaring me.
Check inside, like, see if it's pressure plated.
I don't see it.
Everything. Check inside. What's the...
Yo, I'm feeling cold.
Something just hit me.
What the hell?
Okay, that thing just hit me on my leg.
Right up there.
This thing just hit me right on my leg.
Second.
Okay, something's in here, and I don't know what the hell is going on. This, that, locker opening. What next? You start floating in the air? Oh my god. Something's in there. Something is coming. And, what's that over there?
Where?
Oh, that's it.
There.
The duo got their friend who helpfully agreed to record the incident to film the inside of the locker to protect them all from being called fakes, and they found nothing inside the locker. This is the only thing that forced everybody to believe them, and a priest was summoned to the high school on the very next day. Michael, Lexus, and their good friend, that we will call the cameraman, were the heroes of the institution, and they became known for busting the locker room spirit. Jerry Bruce was an elderly man who had experienced his fair share of paranormal activity. To be more specific, he had experienced a 12-year haunting in his last home and in consequence was forced to enter a new house, despite being unable to sell the old one, which set him very far back financially. He believed that the cost would be worth the peace and quiet of being able to live in a pure home. But little did he know that this spirit was not attached to the old house. It was attached to him. On his third night in the new home, he was loving life, and nothing odd had happened up to that point. It was then that his spirit decided to make him aware that it had followed him, and that he had wasted his money trying to escape it.
seen this and I've done it. I don't know about y'all, but I'm getting the hell out of here.
For some reason, the closet handle started rattling at a very unnatural pace, and after seeing this, Jerry made sure to open the door and clear up that nothing was on the other side, at least nothing that could be considered visible. A highly discussed theory is that the handle was just slippery and was shaking for that reason, but that was an awfully unlikely conclusion. Some people just fail to acknowledge the existence of spirits, unlike subscribers of my channel. The following video is quite a weird one compared to some of the others I usually show, but there is definitely a good amount to discuss about it, so I decided to take a look at it anyway. It took place in the house of Rosanna, a widow with no children and near to no family. This face becomes very relevant after you watch the clip, so make sure that you keep it dented in your mind. She had no children. The video happened at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, shortly after she had eaten some lunchly for her dinner. It was the cheapest thing she could find in Walmart. Whatever was in the lunchly must not have been good though, because straight after finishing it, this happened.
Je suis frigorifiée. Et il y a cette odeur-là, de pourriture. Je sais qu'il est là. Tant pis. Qui es-tu? Qui es-tu? Allez. Allez, dis. Qui es-tu?
Disregarding the fact that the pencil was snatched from her hand by an invisible entity, at the end of the clip, a baby could be heard crying. And this is why I highlighted the fact that she had no children earlier. Somehow a baby had entered her house, or at least that's what it seemed like, until she went to investigate.
Arrête. Arrête. Oh putain, merde. Oh Dieu. C'est quoi? Ah, non, 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 non.
The woman went to see what the baby crying was, and whether the poor thing emitting the sounds was okay. However, when she arrived on scene, there was a tab open on her laptop, playing the sound effects. To the side of the laptop was a doll that she had never owned, and to make matters even worse, it was levitating off the ground. Eventually, it dropped, and after searching the entire sentiment room, the place where the woman kept her childhood belongings, in case she ever did have a kid, there was no doll in sight. Workplaces are supposed to be peaceful and calm in order to maintain concentration, but the one in this next video was far from that. It belonged to the father of a small family and was located on the bottom floor right by the kitchen. This was seemingly the perfect location for an office due to its nice airflow and location where the rest of the family had no need to interrupt him. However, something upstairs did. Have a watch.
So I'm in my dining room right now. I'm just organizing some Christmas stuff. Don't judge me. I'm home alone, of course, because my husband left to run literally one errand that's going to take like 20 minutes. And I swear I'm hearing like, I don't know, some sort of noise coming from upstairs in the Airbnb. No, we don't have guests up there right now. And even Susanna's chilling here with me, and she's been like looking up at the ceiling too, confirming that I'm not crazy. And I swear it's coming from my husband's office, because this room is notorious for hearing stuff above the ceiling. Oh my god. Absolutely not. Do you guys hear that? Now that I'm up here, I don't hear anything, but I know I'm not crazy because, like I said, Susanna was looking around too. And sometimes people have asked me, do you ever feel like someone's watching you or someone's up there with you? Yes. Sometimes I feel like there's literally someone following me, which I know sounds crazy, but it's not.
Even after scanning the entire upstairs floor for any sign of movement, the woman found nothing and was left completely convinced that a spirit was haunting the second floor. The father, on the other hand, was not so easily convinced and hired pest killers to come and handle what he deemed to be rodents in the walls. Which side do you believe? In the following video, Daniel Brown was in his small home all by himself, while his girlfriend was in town doing the grocery shopping. Daniel was watching some YouTube because he had finished his work for the day and had nothing much else to do, but out of nowhere, an unexpected event took his attention away from the platform. After this event, Daniel explained that he has always felt like he is being watched since, and does not feel safe in his own house one bit. Think he is overreacting? Well, take a look for yourself.
Alright, people. I don't know what exactly is going on here, but there's been a lot of weird noises happening in my house, and I can't explain them whatsoever. Down this hallway is where it usually happens. From the bathroom here to the bedroom. So about 2.5 weeks ago, I was just sitting in my lounge room, just on my computer, chilling, watching some YouTube, and I heard footsteps track from about here, going into the bedroom, even though the door was closed. Like, no shit, I was sitting here by myself, right there on my setup, and the fuck was that? Are you hearing that? that. Just as I'm talking about it. Come on, happen again. Come on. Keep going. Keep it going. Sounds like someone's trying to open this door. Bear in mind, there are no windows open in here. There are no windows or doors open in here right now, so I can't explain what is happening. I keep hearing footsteps, doors fluttering. These lights seem to flicker every now and then, but I'm just thinking that's an electrical issue. Me again. Hold on. And there's no one. What the fuck, I swear to God. I don't know what's going on, but something's going on in here and it's interesting and I love it. It's amazing. Peace out.
Now, unfortunately, Daniel was unable to incentivize the spirit to move the door on camera, but he did capture the footsteps from the other side. And in order to prove the clip's validity, he searched the room. There was nothing in there that could have caused footstep noises. Daniel and his girlfriend are currently in the process of moving house, as they are terrified of what this spirit was capable of next time. All we can do is wish them luck in the future. This next video has a very similar principle to the last one I showed you, and involves some kind of movement coming from another room. This clip went the extra mile though, and the person behind the camera, Sabrina, managed to capture some extra paranormal activity along the way.
Did you hear that? It sounds like somebody's walking up there. Bro, my fucking eyes are watering. This is scaring me. Hold on. Oh my god, as soon as I stopped it, I heard it. Fucking shit. I know you guys heard that. I hope I got that. Did you hear it? Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm scared. Okay, I'm gonna turn. Look, nobody's up here. Oh my god. Look at his door is closed. Oh my god. Nope, 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 nope. I gotta tell my daughter, boo-boo. Oh my god. There's water in my eyes. Oh my god. Why does it sound like, and I recorded it. It sounds like somebody's in your brother's room. And I went up there to show that the door was closed. Tell me why his door opened when I went up there. I swear. I ran down here by myself. I'm recording it. Come up there with me to show them nobody's here. Oh my god. That made my eyes water, you guys. I showed it on camera. My son is not home. I'm not going to stop the recording just so I can show you guys.
That's scary.
I know, I ran down here. I ran down here so fast. Okay. Oh my god, that scared me. And it sounds like somebody's walking around up there and I got it on recording. Yes, hold on. Look at his door is moving. Okay, we're gonna go up there and I'm gonna show you guys nobody is in his room. He is not here. Turn your flashlight on. Oh my god. Hurry up and come up here so you can point it to show nobody's in the room. Look. Look. Nobody's in here. Nobody.
Look, even Pixie.
You guys literally, you seen that in real time with me. Oh my God. Oh my God, I'm freaking out. Oh no. I told you guys. And there's been that mimic. And my daughter has heard it when I'm not here. It says my name, or it says her name in my voice when I'm not here. It says my name in her voice when I'm not here. Or when she's not here. And now that's happening. Look at my dog. Oh, no, I'm done. I'm done. I'm not coming under the side of the house no more. Oh my God.
Strangely, what seemed to be footsteps could be heard from the attic, and like any normal person, Sabrina got pretty worked up about this. She and her daughter were the only two people in the house, so it made absolutely no sense why these noises were being made. In the heat of the moment, both her and her daughter believed that the noises were coming from a squatter, people who live in your house uninvited. However, after catching the door opening on its own accord, they both tilted more towards the paranormal side and left it up to their audience to decide what caused it. I will do the same. Make sure to comment whether you think this was caused by a squatter or a spirit, because I am keen to hear your thoughts. During the summertime, family kayaking is a very popular activity as it allows for physical activity, as well as some great family bonding. One man, however, by the name of Drew, always kayaked alone because his wife had a huge fear of the water, which was passed down onto the children from her. Talk about a bad influence. Over his years of going out on his kayak, Drew had found some amazing things, from submerged trucks to head-to-heads with alligators, and in this video, he found something just as cool. Little did he know that this thing was haunted though, and you are about to discover why.
I don't know if anybody can see this or not, but I just reported it. That's a car in the river. That is an SUV. Look at this. Completely, fully submerged. It honestly looks like a Kia Soul. Can you guys see that?
Dad, pay attention. We're swimming to the edge.
The leading theory here was that the muffled voices were coming from underwater, but not from real people. They came from the poor family who passed away when the car submerged. This is the leading conclusion because one of the voices says, "Dad, pay attention because we are close to the edge." This was likely his or her last sentence before they were fighting for their lives, likely finished off by some hungry alligators downstream. After processing this scenario, Drew did the only morale thing and called a pickup truck to come and take the vehicle from the river so that they could recover any potential bodies who did not manage to get out of the car. What Drew saw was beyond shocking though.
Here it comes now. A white Kia Soul.
In the back of the car, some sort of human figure could be seen moving around, but this was no normal person because a few moments later, nothing was in the back seat. This figure was the figure of the youngest child, who passed away in the car, and he was aged just 11. He came out to this area because his dad thought it would be a great adventure and never came back. The person in this next clip was called Mukelo, and we have actually taken a look into a lot of his previous content. He is a ghost hunter who posts his findings to YouTube in order to gain more customers, and his marketing strategy is genius, to be fair. The things he sees are beyond crazy, and no regular human would be able to endure them without letting out a scream. Mukelo, on the other hand, did this to pay the bills, and was far past the point of being frightened by, quote, such harmless entities. The upcoming ghost hunt started in the last video on this channel, and he was paid a big amount of money to get rid of the spirits inside of this building. First though, he needed to detect them and find some paranormal activity for evidence of a spiritual presence. The opening and closing of this cupboard lasted a lot longer than this and would not stop no matter what. Mukelo stayed there despite being bored out of his mind because he was offered $100 for every 10 seconds of haunted activities going on, and it is safe to say he made over $2,000 from this cupboard alone. Eventually, the cupboard stopped moving, and Mukelo debated leaving the property due to the sheer amount of money he had already earned. However, he was a man of pride and knew that leaving so soon would only annoy the person who paid him to come on this mission, and the review would be a horrible one, tarnishing his business. It was getting late, and he activated his night vision camera when it detected this. The boot tried to work its way across the room in the strangest way possible, and the cabinet also started shaking vigorously. The fact that both of these coexisted with each other meant that there were two ghosts in the property, which meant double trouble for Mukelo. He left the house and asked the owner for a pay rise before starting his plan to get rid of them both. On September 3rd of 2024, Sylvia was in her house doing one of her routine reviews. Her dream was to become a superstar on social media, and the beginning for her journey was food reviews, as she was really into cooking. In the video that you are about to see, she was hyping up a sweet that she had never tried before and seemed really excited to give it a go. However, a diversion occurred when she decided to show her audience the mirror that her children gifted to her for Mother's Day. This diversion led to a very eerie scene. Take a look.
Gente, eu vou comer com vocês o melhor brigadeiro da vida, que é da doceria da Lulu. E olha que bonitinho que eu ganhei no Dia das Mães, atrasado, mas ela me deu. É um espelhinho de bolsa, deixa eu abrir e mostrar. Olha, que lindo. Deixa eu abrir. Ai, meu Deus. Amei. E agora vamos provar. Eu sou, tipo assim, viciada nesse brigadeiro dela. É simplesmente o melhor brigadeiro que eu já comi na minha vida. Nossa, gente. É muito bom. Muito bom.
If you look very closely at the mirror, some sort of ghostly face could be seen on the other side, and Sylvia said that nothing in front of her at the time resignated that image in any shape or form, leading one theory to reign superior over the rest. A spirit of some sort was staring right back at her that day. One paranormal event in isolation is by far spooky enough, but a sequence of events, I have no idea how people cope. Arash Afnan was launched into one of these paranormal sequences on a random Saturday night when he extended his son's curfew. After these incidents happened, I bet he would have wished he did not let his son stay up so late, because no child should be forced to experience something on this magnitude of scary.
Lubis, tidur dalam bilik Lubis. Lubis. Lubis.
All sorts of unnatural things occurred, from moving toys to a flying carpet. However, one event outstood all of the others, and it was the flashing of the microphone. You see, this was a touch-activated toy, and was getting old, so needed a lot of pressure to activate. So much that it even takes the father a good 15 seconds to get it working for his son. For a ghost to get something like that working, it must have been extraordinarily powerful, and that is putting things lightly. Sombra was a very young Spanish girl, aged 13, and loved to post her makeup routines to social media. It took a lot of begging for her mother to allow her to do it, and in the end, they concluded that the account would be controlled by her parents. They thought they would just be hitting upload every other day and see nice and wholesome comments about Sombra. However, one day the notifications they received were very odd. People were explaining how a door moved on its own accord and how they heard noises coming from all around her. So anxiously they watched the video.
Bueno, me puse a grabar porque estoy escuchando cosas. Entonces, el rímel. Me manché un poco. Uy, quedaron súper bonitas. Abajo también. No entiendo por qué.
Me hago rápido y yo me voy. Es que chicos, yo estoy sola. Voy a ir a ver. Voy a ir a ver. Chicos, la verdad no sé por qué es así, pero bueno, voy a acabarme de hacer rápido, pero el pelo. Yo como que me voy así pegada porque la verdad que no sé.
The comments were right, and Sombra's parents never allowed her to post again, believing that this is what summoned the responsible spirit. James and his family had been suffering from some form of haunting for the past few months, and none of them had any clue why the spirits had decided to choose them of all families. They never visited locations with paranormal connections, had barely any passed away family members, and were even strong believers in God. So if you could bet on a family to experience these kinds of things, it would not be them. However, one fateful night when everyone except James was asleep, he was able to capture the phenomenon that defied all of the odds.
Come on, I want you to do something. Oh, I hope I caught that. That was weird. Thank you for doing that. I just need you to do something else. Are you just playing with me? We're gonna keep the camera right there on that thing.
Somehow, the pan from James's daughter's toy set dropped to the floor without any probable cause, which certainly took poor James back. Instinctively, he went to go and investigate the surrounding area of the toy to find its cause, but to his dismay, nothing appeared. In October of 2010, a camera was set up in an English classroom to record a teaching session for evaluation purposes. The teacher had come under a lot of scrutiny recently for their students not passing as many exams as they should have been, so the principal wanted a good look into what could potentially be causing this, and who was to blame. For months before this recording, tons of paranormal events had been happening in this classroom, but the teacher dismissed it and pinned the cause to the children, causing too much movement and things of the sort. This makes a lot of sense, considering what happened in the clip that you are about to see.
I'll send this on tonight.
Okay guys, remember what I said this morning then? Said the camera's not there, that's just there so that my boss can see what we've been doing in our lessons. Right, what were we talking about this morning? What have we been doing this morning?
Safety in the community.
Excellent, thanks, yeah, safety in the community, okay, good Stephen. So we've been talking about dangers that we might face when we're out and about. What dangers might we bump into? Stephen, don't do that please, it's distracting. Right, okay, well whoever it was, don't do that please. Go on.
Drugs.
Drugs, excellent, yeah, drugs. Okay, so that's one thing. Someone give me another one then.
Strangers.
Strangers.
I just moved out his home.
It definitely seemed that way, didn't it? Right, what we're going to do, we need to... I tell you what, guys. Let's just go out for a minute. Follow me.
Unfortunately, the teacher's lesson was interrupted by paranormal activity, and at first, he actually assumed it was the children playing some sort of prank on him. Worried about his job, but more concerned about the children in these classes, the teacher brought the video forward to the principal, who was surprisingly supportive. She explained that he did the right thing to evacuate them from the class, and whilst he would still be under close monitoring, she was proud of him for making that call. I wish that teacher and the children the best of futures. Like our last clip, the following paranormal event was not a standalone incident and involved a boy who had been experiencing a lot of ghostly scenarios in recent times. His name was Duncan, and like any regular teenager, his main occupations at the time consisted of college and football. Supposedly, his house had been haunted for quite some time, leading up to the clip, and him, his parents, and his cat were all becoming stressed out about it. This footage was an attempt to catch the spirit in its acts on camera for the world to see, and this is how it went.
Dude, I swear to God, I think there's something going on in my house. Like, this is gonna be ridiculous. It's unbelievable. Something's freaking my cat out. There's like, oh my God, I think it's about last night. Oh my God, but there's like something going on in my house. I swear to God, like, I've been hearing noises and shit. Like, I have a feeling it has something to do with that Durumasan bath challenge I did last night or something. I don't know what's going on. This is really weird. I don't even get it. Oh my God! Happened right on camera. I don't know if I caught that or not. Oh my God. I swear to God, something's freaking my cat out and whatnot. I don't know if I saw that on camera. That happened right in front of me as I was recording. Oh, hell no.
Strangely, the toy plane jumped from underneath the desk without any sort of human interaction, and the likelihood is that this was due to a ghost. Duncan was fortunate to have captured this on camera, because he finally had the evidence to contact a priest about banishing evil spirits from his home, and this process is currently being carried out. The following video started off with an innocent boy filming his house to prove to his parents that he didn't throw a house party whilst they were on vacation, but it slowly turned into the most horrifying night of his life. His name was Neil, and his parents left him in charge of the house whilst they were traveling all across America. They didn't trust him and demanded a video every evening to prove that nothing fishy was going on, and the clip I am going to show you is one of these recordings. Have a watch.
Nakita yung camera. Ito. Kalilipat lang kasi namin dito eh. May mahingi na yun. Walang mag-isa dito eh. Nakata ilaw. Wala yun. Ano yun? Tay, sira ang cellphone ko. Wala. Wala yun. Sa tilaw. Wala namang tao eh. Wala. Ano yun?
items started to move all around the house without any known reason, and after sending this to his parents, they instantly booked a flight back down to Spain, where they all lived. It took 2 days for them to arrive back home, but when they did, they rushed straight to their telephone to call someone they knew very well, who happened to be a ghost hunter. We received no updates from here, because unlike Neil, his parents liked to keep things low-key. On November 13th of 2024, Juan Carlos was relaxing on his day off from work when someone or something took it upon itself to end this state of relaxation. The time was 11:45 at night, and Juan was catching up on the recent episodes of his favorite show. All seemed calm and unthreatening, until a persistent knock could be heard. Juan went to check behind the door, and nobody was on the other side, to which he went back to relaxing. For some odd reason, though, the knocking started again, and this time he took his mobile device with him to check.
Son las 1 de la mañana, mi gente. Miren, son las 1 de la mañana. Y están tocando la puerta de mi casa, señores. Están tocando la puerta de mi casa. ¿Quién es? Señores, miren. Ay. ¿Quién es? Señores, miren. Están tocando la puerta de mi casa. Y no sé quién es, miren. No sé quién es, señores. Son las 1 de la mañana, mi gente. Y me encuentro en el cementerio, en la puerta. Ay, Dios mío, Señor, la sangre de Cristo tiene poder. Dios mío. ¿Quién es? ¿Quién es? O sea, miren, que no hay nadie, señores. No sé quién es que está tocando la puerta de mi casa, señores. No sé lo que es. Oh, Dios mío. Señores. Señores, por favor, oren por mí, por favor, ayúdenme, señores. La sangre de Cristo tiene poder. La sangre de Cristo tiene poder. Ay, señores, miren, sí, miren, quiero que caminen en el sí, señores. Quiero que caminen en el sí, señores. Hay algo en el sí, señores. Hay algo en el sí, señores. Oh, papá Dios, ayúdenme.
Juan responded extremely fast to the knocking, so I refused to believe that any human could have run away in time to avoid being caught, if this was a game of ding-dong ditch. The only logical solution to this is that some sort of spirit was trying to disturb Juan's peace, and if that was its goal, it most certainly succeeded. At 1:21 in the morning, most people would be asleep, and this was the situation for Caroline. Ironically, Caroline lived in Carolina in a small house which she was only renting due to a poor financial situation. Recent residents of the house had never reported anything weird, or to take note of other than a past pest infestation, but the owners claimed that there was no risk of this happening again. Eager for a home, Caroline started living in the home, and this brings us to the day that she was asleep because for some odd reason, an unpredictable event occurred.
Like a loud boom. I was literally in a dead sleep. You can hear the girls laughing, but I don't know what it was. It was just something loud, and it woke me up. And now my room is creeping me out. There's like something going, I don't know. I'm gonna let you guys listen to it. I'm gonna shut up now, and hopefully I can catch it on camera. Okay, I flipped the camera. Did you hear that? Oh my god. Okay, this is my room, and it's dark. I'm gonna turn the light on a little. Okay, that was my heater that turned on. That's the girls. Okay. I keep hearing, oh my god, my eyes are watering so bad. I'm gonna sit up. Whatever's in here, you are not welcome. Please leave. Oh, my eyes are watering so bad. My dog's about to get up and go crazy. dog is just staring right over there somewhere. And it sounds like someone's walking in my room. I'm gonna shut up now. You guys tell me if you hear anything besides the girls. My eyes are watering so bad. Literally, oh my god. My eyes are watering so bad because it scared me so bad. I don't hear anything anymore. When I first turned it on, I did. Let me turn the camera on again. I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. You are not welcome here. I knew it was going to start getting crazy here. Oh my god, I hope you guys heard that.
If you were listening closely, some form of footsteps could be heard, and they definitely weren't coming from the girls' room. These footsteps were not your usual ones too, because they were rather aggressive and felt like some sort of soldier marching, which could likely be what the spirit in question was when it was in a human form. After ending the recording, Caroline cried for a while and felt too frightened to leave her bed. We will certainly include more of her clips in the future if you want to follow her story, so be sure to subscribe. On January 9th this year, Amanda and her daughter Steph were in the house together when something absurd happened out of the blue. The two of them had just finished eating lunch, and the daughter, Steph, volunteered to do the dishes whilst Amanda laid down. This was quite wholesome to see a daughter catering for her mother, but of course a ghost had to swoop in and ruin this moment. Just to inform you, you have to listen very closely to understand what happened in this clip, so pay attention. Right at the end of the clip, some sort of growling noise could be heard, and Steppo claimed that it happened right behind her. Of course, Amanda didn't believe this at first, because it was such a strange statement, but after reviewing the footage, she had no choice but to trust that what happened was true. Babies are undeniably the cutest things on our planet, but all it takes is one little action to change that, upset them. A baby's cry is super disturbing because nobody wants to see someone at such a young stage in life in such grief. So when Juan, the person who filmed the following footage, heard a baby crying in the public bathroom, he had to go and check if it was okay.
No. No. Hola. No mames. ¿Se escucha un bebé?
No mames. Uy, güey, ¿se escucha un bebé? No mames. Güey. No mames. ¿Un bebé?
To his utter disbelief, there was no baby to be found, and as if this wasn't weird already, the doors started to swing open and close to prove a point to Juan. This place was haunted, and he needed to make an exit. He would have been stupid to stay, thank God he wasn't. Mason was a young teenage boy who had a bright future ahead of him. Although he loved to waste his time playing video games, he was doing very well in college, and his parents were rather proud. However, in the last video on this channel, we discussed something horrible that happened to him. In short, a strange knocking noise lured him into his basement, where he was then trapped by the spirit. It closed the door on him and stood against it so that he could not escape, and this was where he decided to stop recording and to conserve his mobile phone's battery. Shortly after, though, some odd things started happening, and Mason wanted to gather as much evidence as humanly possible, so he took out his camera to record once again. What he caught was far from disappointing.
Okay, this is Julie making another paranormal video down here in my basement. I haven't been down here since last time. What was that? Oh, okay. I've heard a lot more noises now, but I try to ignore them. I just want to get this on again to see if anything will happen. Like last time. See how that worked out. What we believe the spirit is an infant, because it often hangs around my baby brother and he says he sees it, and also it touches his toys very often. I hear them going on and off all the time. You can see there's no strings on it. Okay, I'm out.
All around the basement, some items started moving, and this was a new sight for Mason. As I mentioned in the last video, he had never experienced anything paranormal before, so did not know how to react. Fortunately, the door opened and he was able to run and escape. Gustavo was a ghost hunter, except unlike the usual ones who try their hardest to find proof of a presence, he actually hunted them. He was paid to banish spirits from all sorts of different places through rituals, purifications, and other things of the sort, and it is safe to say that he was an expert in this field. Regardless of his expertise though, bad things happen, and sometimes they are unable to be prevented. What happened to him in this video was one of those instances. It took place in an abandoned home, and the seller was trying to rid it of all evil entities before passing it on to a new family. They offered Gustavo $2,000 to complete the task, which usually only took up to 5 minutes. This time, it took a lot longer. Take a look. While he walked around the candles, he was muttering the words he usually did to determine whether or not there was an evil entity in the room, and he explained that he discovered there was. Upon this realization, one of the candles went out by itself, which showed that the poltergeist knew it had been detected by Gustavo. This was not good at all. When spirits know that someone is there to fight them, they immediately try to cause as much chaos as possible to scare their opponent off. This specific poltergeist did this to Gustavo, but he was strong enough to take it.
Вот как отхожу. Начинает нормально работать.
A weird noise started radiating around the room, and orbs started to float everywhere, which really confused Gus. The most shocking part of this was the fact that the door swung open, though revealing the depths of darkness behind it. Gustavo was not brave enough to go inside. In the following video, a YouTuber known as Legend proceeded to describe the paranormal activity that he had been suffering from to his audience. He explained that it had been going on for 2 months, and he finally gathered the guts to get in contact with a Ghostbuster to come and take it out. Unfortunately though, this did not go to plan.
I thought that was somebody else.
Hi! Hey, how you doing?
How are you guys doing?
I'm Legend.
Miss Kristen.
My girlfriend
Nice
Desiree.
to meet you.
My daughter, Aria.
Are you guys gonna be filming this?
Yeah, is that okay with you?
Just for privacy, I would like at least not to be in it, if that's fine.
Oh, that's fine. Is it okay if you're just pointing at me?
Yeah, yeah, that works totally fine.
Okay,
Really
great.
good.
For sure, we'll come in.
Okay, off the bat, there's a really strong and negative force here that does not want me here.
Okay.
No, I don't think you guys understand. Like, it really doesn't want me here, and I don't think I can be here. I really can't come in anymore.
Wait, so you can't do the...
No, I'm so sorry, you guys. It's really bad. It's
Wait, I don't understand. You're a Ghostbuster.
I know, I'm sorry, you guys. It's just, I gotta go.
You gotta be kidding me.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so
Wait,
sorry.
what? How does...
I don't...
Yo, I need your help.
Tell them to pay her extra.
We'll pay you extra. Wait, she just legit ran.
Maybe it is like an actual like ghost that doesn't want you here.
Yo, what the hell just happened?
Where'd you get her from?
What, from the internet, from Google. That's insane.
I mean, she's obviously...
Yo, there's obviously something here that's so evil that a Ghostbuster left.
She's obviously a real Ghostbuster if we didn't...
That's a fake ass Ghostbuster. What are we supposed to do now?
I don't know. I don't know.
Alright, Legend Gang, as you guys just saw, the Ghostbuster literally ran. And I don't know what to do at this point. Like, who should I call? I've never been in a situation like this, and I'm truly, truly upset. I need to figure something out. Alright, babe. I'm gonna go to sleep in the living room because I am scared as hell to sleep in this room. I don't want another episode of what happened last night to happen tonight.
Strangely, the ghost hunter did not want to take on the task, despite being offered some extra money to do it. The fact that she turned down a pay rise emphasized that whatever was haunting Legend's apartment must have been extremely evil, and they were forced to continue putting up with it for another day. After such a stressful and tiresome encounter with the ghost hunter, the couple decided to get some rest before searching for a more reliable person to do the trick. However, the wife started doubting that this was the right decision. Perhaps hiring Ghostbusters would only annoy the ghost more, and who knew whether or not they would be scammers or not. Reluctantly, Legend saw his wife's reasoning and complied with her. Regardless of their decision though, an incident of which they caught on camera made them double back on their choices. As odd as this may have been, the water bottle slid its way off the table without any kind of force pushing against it. Perhaps they needed a Ghostbuster after all, and they are still searching to this day. Jonathan Valenk is the name of a man from Colombia who did, and still does, work in one of his local warehouses for a big company. In his spare time, Jonathan used to run a YouTube channel which was literally his name, and it amassed a small subscriber count of 20 before he decided to quit. However, despite such a low number of people following his social media, one of his videos managed to reach over 1,000 views, and it is pretty obvious why. This video grew concerns for Jonathan and his work colleagues due to how odd it was, and here is what happened.
¿Quién está ahí? No te tengo miedo. Uy, hijo de puta. No te tengo miedo. Hijo de puta.
For some reason, as Jonathan was recording an update video for his boss and the general group chat of employees, items started moving all around the room and he had no clue how to react, other than to upload the footage to YouTube. The majority of the video's audience fired hate towards Jonathan, accusing him of faking the catch, but there were a select few viewers who gave him their concerns. It was a huge controversy in the comment section and no one could decide which side was correct. This debate was all about to be ended by Jonathan though, who posted a second clip to his channel regarding this spirit.
¿Por qué haces esto? ¿En qué puedo ayudarte? ¿Qué necesitas? Dime, ¿necesitas algo? ¿En qué puedo ayudarte? Pero no me hagas esto. ¿En qué puedo ayudarte?
This time around, it was opening and closing a locker, and it was an angle which clearly showed there was nothing tampering with it. The majority of the audience turned onto the side of Jonathan, but many still stuck to their guts of this being a cheap saga for subscribers. Let me know which side you are on in the comments. This single mother was sitting in the kitchen with her family when an uncalled-for disturbance came out of nowhere. She had been going through a lot over the past few months with her husband's death, the birth of her third child, and the sudden appearance of a paranormal entity which would not give them any rest. It truly was the all-time low of her life. However, for a week or so, the spirit stopped acting up and the family suffered no paranormal events, truly believing that it was all over. Little did they know that the opposite was the case. Things were far from over. Have a watch.
What the fuck? Leave us alone! Leave us alone. We're not scared of you anymore. Leave us alone. Just sit back down. Sit back down. I'm not waking up the baby for it. This is crazy. Leave us alone. What the? Okay. Okay, that's enough. That's enough. Come here. Come over with me.
The cradle started to swing by itself with the baby inside of it, followed by banging noises and the closing of doors. This acted almost as a jump scare to the family, who had no idea that the spirit was still around, except this time they handled it quite well. They showed no signs of fear and eventually dismissed the poltergeist as if it was not even there, which worked, and forced it to leave them alone. For anyone being haunted who is watching this video, take notes. On December the 3rd of 2023, a delivery driver by the name of Alex had just arrived back at the headquarters. He was actually 20 minutes late, so was kind of nervous to face his boss, who was not going to be very pleased. However, that was about to be the least of his concerns. Jason always knew that this place had an eerie feeling to it and never really felt comfortable when on site. He could not pin down what the cause was for his life. That was until it showed itself.
Man, I'm trying to tell y'all, these UPS trucks are like, they're like ghosts, man. You can't trust these things. You gotta be careful, because every time I'm at this place, I freaking hear a bunch of weird, crazy noises. Freaking stuff be opening by itself. So yeah, it's time to go. Y'all think I'll be playing, bro? This will be crazy.
Out of nowhere, something inside the delivery van moved on camera, and Jason immediately knew that it was the act of a spirit. What else could cause such a drastic movement completely undetected? After witnessing this, he went to report it to his boss, who was extraordinarily angry at how late he was. Hence, he took the ghost incident as a poor excuse for his lateness and gave him a pay cut. Unfortunate. In the following video, Joshua was just minding his own business in the living room when all of a sudden something shocking happened. It is important to note that he was home alone during the incident and knew that for a fact, so what was about to happen could not have been caused due to some sort of prank. With that said, take a look for yourself.
Okay, I am completely alone right now, and I just started hearing noise coming upstairs, so I'm gonna go check it out. I'm so tired of this. So tired of this. What was that? Oh my goodness, this was not like this before. It's not like this at all. Good grief. And the cross is upside down. Oh my goodness.
After hearing the banging noises, Josh took it upon himself to go upstairs and see what was causing the noises, and this is when he was ambushed with evil things. First of all, a bottle was launched at him as he entered the room, which took him very aback. However, this was nowhere near the worst part. For some reason, his cross had angled itself upside down, which led him to believe that he was dealing with some sort of demonic creature. After this realization hit him, he sprinted out of the house to his sisters and regretted his life decisions dearly. Fingers crossed that this does not happen again to him, because this was a first-timer. Most people will experience some kind of loss in their lifetime, and more specifically, the loss of a person that you know. Well, in the case of the next person featured on this video, she had lost her mother, and everybody told her the same thing. She will always be with you in your heart. This phrase really annoyed the poor woman because she thought it was total rubbish, and all it did was make her upset and miss her mother. Little did she know that the people were right, and she was moments away from finding that out. Take a look.
So my mom passed in January, and I've been having issues with these lights. They have not been working, but this morning when I came to check the temperature, the switch was up and they were on. These lights have not been working. Okay, well, I'm freaked out by that because I never turned that switch on because I know that's not working. Fine. Well, Mom, can you flash the light if that's you? Mom, can you flash the light back on? Can you flash the light back on? Oh, okay, God. Oh, God.
To the woman's surprise, the spirit complied with her prompts, which led her to believe that this was her mother, proving that she would always be with her. Martin, a cybersecurity specialist, had lost his job due to the numerous layoffs from the COVID-19 tech breakdown. For 2 years, he had been looking for a full-time job that would help him provide for his family. He had taken a few part-time gigs here and there to help him stay afloat, but he was barely surviving. With a pregnant wife and a 2-year-old to take care of, there was no way he could keep up with just gigs. One random Sunday afternoon, he decided to hack into a company he knew that handled the mail for most of the states in his region. It wasn't a big company, but he had a plan: hack the company and ask for a job. It worked. They realized they needed better cybersecurity infrastructure to keep their customers safe. They asked him to come over to their headquarters a few miles away. That meant one thing: Martin needed to sell his house. He put it up on an auction website as he didn't want the hassle that real estate agents brought with them. The next day, he was on a video call with a prospective buyer when this happened.
Angelika, co robisz? Angelika? Co tu robisz? Co robisz? Padły ten. Stójcie na podwórze.
Ale jak wpadły?
Widziałaś to? Ja pierdolę!
First, there was a slow noise coming from his bedroom that seemingly only he could hear. Then some utensils in the kitchen and the vase in his living room literally started moving before his eyes. Martin couldn't help but freak out. He had no idea that his house had poltergeist activity. The next day, he took out a loan from his friend and moved to the company headquarters with his wife and kids. He was sure he didn't even want to sell the house anymore. He just didn't want anything to do with spirits and all that paranormal stuff. Alexis had just moved into a new apartment in a new city. He had moved away from his wife and kids after losing everything he had built to her in a divorce case. He knew he would lose. He had cheated on Kira numerous times and wasn't surprised when the judge gave his verdict. However, that wasn't his major problem right now. Something else was, he had a poltergeist problem in his home and needed to solve it as soon as possible. He had noticed it 2 weeks after he renovated the rundown house. It was in terrible shape when he bought it, but it was cheap, and he just needed to spend a few $100s on renovations to get it into great condition. However, a few weeks in, he started noticing strange things. First, it was the flickering lights, then random banging on doors at night, and eventually, a total thrashing of his house at some point. He searched online and found a world-renowned exorcist who promised to get rid of all sorts of paranormal activity. All Alexis had to do was upload a video of the activity and send it to the exorcist for analysis. Alexis was able to capture this footage on 2 cameras. he heard some noise in his kitchen cabinet, a slow, somewhat rhythmic banging that seemed to be saying something. He checked it out with a camera in hand and sent it to the exorcist. After 2 weeks, he received this message. Run for your life. These types of activities are from territorial principalities. They own the house and I cannot help you. Alexis was struck by fear. That same day, he moved out and found a motel to stay in. In the end, he had to move back to his city, finding a house that he first vetted with a local exorcist. Julian was what most people would call a digital nomad. He had a 6-figure paying job and could work from anywhere in the world, so he decided to travel while working. After 2 months of staying in Bali, he decided it was time to move again. He wasn't sure where he was going, but he was certain he'd try a smaller city this time because the big cities always seemed crowded. Julian wanted some peace and quiet. He found a sleepy Swiss town called Corripio and decided to give it a try. When he got there, the town was exactly what he wanted, quiet. Julian worked from his Airbnb for a few days, but one day he decided to try out a cafe he had seen around. It was quiet and empty. There was no one in the cafe, absolutely no one, not even an attendant. Julian decided to dust off a chair and table and sat there. He worked until dusk, and there was no sign of anyone walking in or out. It was very strange, but Julian brushed it off. It was a small town of about 25 people, plus tourists, so it wasn't really a big deal. The next day, the same thing happened, and the next, and the next. Julian decided to take a walk around the cafe after a few days of inactivity. That was when this happened. He literally saw one of the chairs on the balcony move on its own. He freaked out, took a few steps back, and ran. When he got downstairs, he packed his stuff and left as quietly as he had entered. The next day, he talked to his tour guide about what had happened, but she laughed it off, saying that it was normal. The cafe had been owned by a local, and now his spirit took care of the place, even though he was dead. Roland with me is a well-known YouTuber and a paranormal investigator. He lives in Texas and had a few other apartments across the country. However, one day he found something odd in his trash can, an old, freaky doll. At first, Roland thought it was one of his paranormal friends trying to play a trick on him, so he just took the trash out as usual and threw the doll with it. A week later, just when his trash needed to be taken out again, he found the same doll sitting atop his trash. This time, Roland decided to be smart about it. He got some spray paint, marked the foot of the doll, and threw the trash away like nothing happened. A week later, he found the doll again. He checked its foot without touching it and saw the small pink stain from the spray paint. Roland almost freaked out, but he knew what to do. He was going to interrogate the doll.
On right here, look at this. That doll was just moving. That was legit moving. As soon as I started this app. Are you here near this doll? Are you attached to this doll, making things move in this house and outside? It said yes. How come you keep moving around? Shit. It's moving. Holy shit. Oh my gosh. All right. Are you done? Are you making this doll move? The doll is moving right now. Okay. All right, this doll is legit moving. Did you destroy my table? Shit. That is still moving. You're moving the doll right now, right? Do you want to go to Pennsylvania? Do you want to go to Pennsylvania, yes or no? No.
He used an app that could decipher white noise from spirits to get it to talk. After the interrogation, Roland was sure the doll was cursed. He wasn't exactly scared at that point because he had a thing for cursed dolls. They were his forte anyway. He knew to keep his camera on so he could analyze it later. Then, he went into his house and was about to get some of his stuff when this happened.
Pennsylvania. And my happy place? Totally destroyed. So now I got to deal with a broken happy place, and I don't even know what, what am I gonna... That just went from there to here. And for the skeptics, there are no strings attached. I believe it's gotta be the doll in there. Because that doll right there, when I go near it, it moves away, right? And then over here, that's moving towards me. So what does that mean? You know what that means? That doll wants this to stay here. That staying here means that I'm not going anywhere with the doll. I'm getting in the car. I'm going to Pennsylvania. And that's just the way it is. I am not backing down. I'm not letting this try to control me. It's not happening. I got enough shit going on in my life. I don't need this to control me, so that's going back in the car. I don't care. That's just what's happening. I mean, this went all over the place. This back and forth, this moving by itself, everything moving all around. It's not scaring me. It's aggravating me. But yeah, let me get this.
The luggage he had packed that morning for a flight literally followed him. That meant something scary. The doll had access to his house. For context, Roland's house was a fortress, spiritually. He had enough crucifixes, salt, and potions to survive a full-blown vampire attack. However, if the doll could get in, that meant he wasn't dealing with just a doll. Roland's decided to do the one thing he was sure would keep him safe for a while: run. He picked up his stuff, got into his car, and drove to his nearest apartment in Kentucky. At least he would be safe there for now. The past few months had been one of grief for Erin. For the past few months, she had spent most of her days crying or sleeping. Erin had lost the most important person in her life, her dad. She was alone now in this world. She was the only child of her parents, and her mum had passed away years ago when she was still in high school. Now, her dad had joined her in heaven. Erin's dad dying was already tragic enough, but what was much more tragic was the way he had died. He had died in one of the strangest ways ever, a freak accident in his workshop that decapitated his right hand and left leg. It was horrific. Erin knew her father didn't deserve to die like that. He was a peaceful and loving man. After a few months, the funeral finally came around. Erin's extended family and a few friends came around to sympathize with her. She had quit her job a few weeks earlier so she could stay in her dad's house for a few weeks to reconnect after his passing. It was in those few weeks that a lot changed. She stuck around town and heard people talk about her dad in a strange way. They said he was a wizard of some sort. Others called him an exorcist, a mind reader, and countless other things. This was not the father she knew. Erin waved off all the weird talk and just decided to drown herself in her sorrow. Then, on one of the nights, something happened.
I need help. I took this video at like 2:30 this morning and I don't know what to do.
Oh god, something's in the bathroom. There's no way something is not in the bathroom downstairs.
So now it's almost 8 a.m. I'm not positive, but I have to imagine whatever it was is still in there. 1, what the heck could it be? 2, what do I do? Because I am not opening that door.
She heard some banging in the basement that housed the workshop where her father had died. She was scared to go check, so she just took a video and, after a few days, decided to show it to a local priest she had known all her life. It was then that the actual truth of who her father was came to light. He really was an exorcist and had worked with Father Aaron before to terminate spirits. He told her the home needed a cleansing. Erin couldn't believe her ears, but Father Aaron had sufficient proof and told her everything she needed to know. In the meantime, he offered her a room in the parsonage to stay. A day later, he performed the cleansing, and just when he was about to leave, he gave her a diary that her dad had kept while he was alive. It was in this book that Erin really got to know who her father truly was.